What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to this episode of Restoration with Vic. On today's episode, we're gonna be taking care of these Ronnie Fieg Asics. A few weeks ago, I traveled to Chicago to check out my buddy J Collector's store, Restock. While we were out there, we checked out his personal collection. He had a lot of crazy stuff. We brought back 14 pairs of shoes to restore. These are one of them. He mentioned that they were so trashed that he was ready to throw them out. I told him they have plenty of life in them, so it's time to bring these back. It's been a long time since I restored a pair of Asics, so I'm excited for these. So without further ado, let's get it started. To clean up these shoes properly, we're going to be using Rejuvenator's Essential Shoe Cleaning Kit. Usually I like to put my shoes inside the washing machine if I'm doing a restoration, but because these contain a lot of suede, we're going to go this direction instead. We're also going to be cleaning up both shoes since they are technically different. I'm also going to leave the insoles inside because they're glued down. Let's start off by taking out our shoelaces. Next up, we're going to grab our shoe trees, adjust them in size, and put them inside both sneakers. Now we're gonna grab our bowl of water, our solution, and simply squirt 2 squirts. All right, we are good to go. On our brand new pair of Asics Ronnie Fiegs, the colors on these are very vibrant. Right now the colors are very dull, so we're gonna start off by using our soft bristle brush to properly clean up these uppers. All right, good to go using the soft bristle brush. Now we're gonna move on to our medium bristle. On both shoes, the dirtiest part were the toe boxes. It looks a lot better now, but there are still some stains all around. Same thing with these midsoles. That's where this brush comes in handy. Good to go using the medium bristle brush. It definitely did its job. As you can see on the toe boxes, it looks a lot more vibrant. Same thing with these white midsoles. Now the last thing we gotta do to wrap up this cleaning is to grab our stiff bristle brush and take care of these outsoles. Cleaning is good to go on these. Let's let these air dry outside so we can come back and move on with the rest of the restoration. We are back, you guys. We got the shoe fully dried and clean. Thanks to our Essential Shoe Cleaning Kit, this cleaning turned out great. The main part that was dirty on these shoes were the toe box areas. They were just covered in grime and spots all around. As you can see now, the color's a lot more vibrant and a lot better looking. There are a couple of deep stains here and there. I'm gonna try a different method for this part to get rid of these stains later on in this video. Right now, we're gonna focus on the oxidation of these outsoles. It kinda has a green tint to it. It's supposed to be more of a bluish tone. For this, we're gonna be using our brand new product called Rejuvenator Sole Revive. It's similar to Salon Care 40, but it works a lot stronger, faster, and it smells better. Just don't taste it. We're gonna apply it the same exact way. We'll apply a thin, even coat all around, then we'll place a piece of saran wrap over it to keep it from drying out, and then we'll place it inside my indoor setup with some UV ray lights to pull out the oxidation. After about a couple hours, we got these shoes out of the indoor setup. They turned out great. The oxidation is completely off. It's a minor detail, but it'll go a long way once this restoration is completely done. This is all thanks to our Rejuvenator Sole Revive that you can find at rejuvenator.com. Now moving on with this restoration, we gotta take care of these midsoles. These midsoles are covered in creasing. We're gonna do our best to get it completely out using a small heat gun. The key to it is to not apply too much heat to one area because it can cause separation. That's as good as it's gonna get. After about 7 to 8 sessions using the heat gun on these midsoles, these are the results. They're not perfect, but they look a lot better than what they originally were. I would say I got about 50% of the old creasing out. Again, I didn't want to overdo it with this step because it can easily cause separation to these midsoles. The next thing we're gonna do is remove the little lint balls all over the sock liner. It's just really on this shoe. For the left shoe, they use a different material for the sock liner, so the lint doesn't really stick to it. For this, we'll be using a lint shaver. Moving on to the blue suede on the toe box, near the separation right here, there's a little tiny glue mark or a stain. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but it's pretty noticeable. On this side, there's a scratch in the suede where the suede is kind of lifted up. We want to take care of these two parts. We'll be using 1000 grit sandpaper. Over here, we're gonna shave off that top layer of suede to get rid of that stain or glue mark. And over here, we're gonna smooth it out using the sandpaper. That trick worked like a charm. We got that stain completely off. Same thing with this side, it's nice and smooth. Now the next part we're gonna do is take care of the separation. Before we can apply our new glue, we gotta get rid of the old glue first. We can't use acetone because acetone will completely ruin the suede, so we'll be using the sandpaper method. For this, we'll be using some 320 grit sandpaper. We're gonna sand off all the old glue, then we'll tape it off, apply some Barge Super Stick, and fix the separation. All done with the re-glue. This part was really easy. Now we're gonna move on to the black on the shoe. Down here in the midsole, there's a few scuffs here and there. It looks pretty noticeable once you're up close. Same thing with the edge up here. We're gonna touch that up using some black paint and an angular brush. All done with the black, now we're gonna jump over to the suede. This is a step I should have done after the shoe was fully dried and clean, but it's okay that we're doing it now. We gotta reset the nap on the suede. This suede is pretty delicate, so we're not gonna be using a brass bristle brush. We'll be using our soft bristle brush to brush all around the suede to get it back to its original texture. That feels a lot better thanks to the soft bristle brush. The suede is back to its original texture. While I was at it, using a pair of scissors, I cleaned up all the shag from all the edges around the shoe to give it a cleaner look. Now the last thing we gotta do before we lace the shoe up is to bring back some of the color on the suede. For this, we'll be using our old Rejuvenator Almighty Mink Oil. Don't worry you guys, I know I've been saying this for a long time, but our brand new Mink Oil is coming with a brand new brush. Stay tuned for that. Let's go ahead and apply some to the shoes, brush it in with the soft bristle brush, and lace it up. That's gonna wrap it up on this restoration on these Ronnie Fieg Asics. This restoration came out really clean, you guys, and it was honestly really easy. Anybody with the right tools and proper techniques could have done this at home. Now let's take it from the top on exactly what I did to make this restoration happen. The very first step I did, using our Rejuvenator Essential Shoe Cleaning Kit, we gave the shoe a proper deep clean inside and out using the right tools. Originally, the toe boxes were completely cooked. There was so much grime and dirt in these specific front areas. After the cleaning, they turned out great. It's back to its original vibrant color. Then, using our brand new Rejuvenator Soul Revive product, we removed all the oxidation from the outsole. Really easy, it turned out great. The hardest part about this whole thing were the midsoles. There was some heavy creasing all around. Using a heat gun, we were able to get about half of it off. If I did any more, we would have caused separation to the shoe. After that, we moved on to touching up the black on the uppers and midsoles, and we wrapped up this restoration by resetting the nap on the suede and bringing back the color using our Rejuvenator Mink Oil. These shoes aren't trash anymore. We brought them back to life. You're welcome, J Collector. 1 down, 13 more pairs to go. This was a nice change up. I'm always working on Nikes and Jordans, so throwing a pair of Asics in the mix was awesome. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is Vick Almighty. I'll catch you guys next Monday. Peace.